All right, that's number 2 of 15. Thanks for staying tuned in. We got a great photo of a cat, and I guess we're gonna continue on. Third delivery will be 1.3 miles, 4 minutes. We'll be there at 3:50 in the PM. All right, guys, this is where I grew up and where I was first baptized. I was baptized into the Anglican Church, which you're looking at right here. An Anglican priest, I guess you could call them that. They're more Lutheran, but Anglican style priest with a collar. He sprinkled me here. Right, my mom got photos of me outside of this church. She has the photo of me in front of this door right here. This is St. John's and Anglican Church, and I should know that. I just call it the Anglican Church, but St. John's. How you doing? One of the, they live there, and they live very similar to priest. I was sprinkled there first. God bless them. They do almost everything the Catholic do at a mass. You kneel down, you take communion. They have the glass that goes under, you know, or the mirror that goes under your chin. They give the little wafers, and you read, you do everything, but it's basically right out of what Henry VIII wanted. So it was a divorce of the Catholic Church, and it's known as Anglican. And I was sprinkled by them. They still sprinkle back, following the same pattern the Catholic. They have confession there too. I think they have confession boxes as well. They don't practice them as much as a Catholic, but they're almost exactly like the Catholic. Later, I would be submerged completely in the Baptist religion. So I've been baptized twice, just to make sure, you know. And my grandma, who was a huge Baptist, she was blessed by the Pope. So, you know, a lot of people there that were there in Rome at the time were blessed by the Pope. She just wanted to make sure, you know, double check. And now this is where I grew up. This is where I hung out. Some of my girlfriends were. I used to drive my little 1970s Roadster 914 Porsche. It had a, well, it was a Roadster, so it had a hard top. It was low to the ground. It had the engine behind the seat. So it was behind the seat. And yeah, I had the finest of Pascal High School ladies, chicks, riding it, including Allison Ball and Jenny Chowning, who was the mascot of the school. Hey, look at this right here. But I didn't make out with them or anything. I just talked to them about the Smiths and read them poetry. But a few of the others I did make out with and everything. I had a few girlfriends too. They broke my heart. And I felt like, you really gonna be an actor? And I think it's one of these roads back there. I lived at 2618 Willing, 76110. They even have a theater back down this way that Gracie Toon runs, the sister of Tommy Toon, King of Broadway. Is this? Yeah, this is Willing. This is it right here. Yeah, it's going down right now, 2618 Willing. Doing a drop. An actress lived right across the street right over here, a Christian, and she was in Dallas. She was an actress that lived next. This is the house I grew up in right here. It's got a skeleton out front. Kristen lived down that way, and she was in an episode of Dallas, which is a big deal. If you've ever seen Dallas TV show, one of my friends, Phaedra, lived in one of these houses over here. She was in the play with us when we did Look Homeward Angel by Kitty Fringe. Makes you want to fringe. She wrote Look Homeward Angel. Not Phaedra, but Phaedra was in it. She played the love interest, Eugene Gant. This is just a drop point. right, the next one is going to be 0.7, 2 minutes. We'll be there at 3:59 in the PM. This is pretty much Ryan's place, where I was raised in Fort Worth, coming out of a high school. We're coming up on the almost filmmaker Craig Misfelt, who was going to go to UCLA school. He's looking at it back when I hung out with him. He lived right next door to, this is Craig Misfelt's house growing up in high school. Lived next door to Mark Friedman's house. It's where I saw What's Eating Gilbert's Grape, or What's Eating Gilbert Grape is really the title. We used to skateboard there too, and Craig would film me or video me skateboard all the time. He also used to make Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th mock movies in his household. He said before he passes away, he wants to at least do one horror film. That's what he, that was his dream, one of his dreams back in high school. I think he got into catering, the catering business. I don't really know what ended up happening. He married Wendy, and he had, I believe, children. I want to say maybe 3 children or something crazy. Elizabeth George lived back here. She was one of the greatest actresses of Pasco High School and Texas Wesleyan. I think she had kids too. It's amazing how many. Mark was an actor too. Mark Friedman, and Craig was into filmmaking. A lot of in the same area. That's why I wanted to do the Willing Street project. And if it does lift off, I'll get a hold of all those guys. Say, hey guys, what can you do to help? Some people can provide different type of help. Communities can get together and make movies. It's happened. If they want, if it all works out. But I had a project called the Willing Street Project, even though we lived on Willing Avenue. I just like the ST there is for like Saint. Going under a 12-foot 2-inch bridge here. And I've got the song by REO Speedwagon stuck in my head. Take it on the run. And you take it on the run. Dun, dun, dun. I heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who. Look at this black cat right here. Heard it from another, he said you're messing around. Not you, kitty. That cat's going, I didn't do anything wrong. What did I do? I'm just a black cat. Don't get for. Oh, another one right there. Cat addiction. Yes. If I'm ever doing a movie and a cat shows up, sorry, everything's going to stop. All actors beside. I will film the cat. It's good luck for me. I try to get every cat that I ever see. I would literally stop production and we would do a little shoot of the kitty cat. So if someone shows up on the set, everyone go to your dressing rooms. I have to take a photo of the cat. Look at this right here. Hobby Lobby, $10 or 20 nowadays because of inflation. Let's see here. Said you been messing around, ba, 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 ba. Mama. I gotta memorize that song. I know it's addictive. Tell me, it's been in my head for 2 days now. REO Speedwagon. So when I get into my little roadster Porsche, I used to go down this road every day to get to school. I started off walking to school, taking the railroad track. But this is a view that I would see almost every day. When Craig Misfelt would pick me up, I'd see this view. And when Rob Vasquez would pick me up and take me to school, I would see this view too. Rob would pick me up super early so I'd get into the creative writing class. And Craig and I would sometimes stop by, I don't know, occasionally at lunchtime we'd stop by Taco Bell. They moved the Taco Bell by Mama's Pizza though, and some really big Taco Bell establishment. Craig would get the nachos with the little dipping sauce. I'd always get a bean burrito, sometimes a soft taco, sometimes a bean burrito and a soft taco. Blockbuster was right on the corner right there. That's where we got our film education. VHS tapes. The Taco Bell was further down where the Domino's is now, on the other side of Whataburger. Or actually, no, it was on this side, or Whataburger, towards the railroad tracks. And they moved it right here. Whataburger, I heard it from a friend. Actually, it's not Whataburger, it's Taco Bell. Taco Bell, I heard it from a friend, yeah. I heard it from a friend who said you moved down right on Westbury to Burn Road. Alright, we're gonna try it. I heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another, you've been messing around. Got that part. We're talking about you. They say you got a boyfriend. You're out lately every weekend. We're talking about you and it's bringing me down. There she is. It's just a delivery drop. It's not an old girlfriend or anything like that. I promise. All right, for all the hippies at Pascal, it'll be a 2-mile drop, 6 minutes. We'll ride there at 4:20. I heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another, you've been messing around. Doo, doo, doo. They say you got a boyfriend. You're out late every weekend. I gotta make a right turn right here, so I forgot the song. Dan, 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 dan. So guys, 2 of the houses in Lynn Driver, I believe is off Benbrook Boulevard. They've leveled them. They leveled one of them, which was right there. And I don't know if I got that one, but that one's leveled. And that was the one I got for Lynn Driver. I used this area right here. It could have been further down that way, but I'm pretty sure it was right here. We used those steel mill, and they've been repainted too. They were white. Those have been painted blue. I believe they painted these blue. Both the houses that I filmed are torn down completely. And that was for Lynn Driver. So I haven't released the final cut of it, because I still have a scene to do on it. Yeah, this is the side of town. We're going to Butler up here. This is where Bobby Skez is from. Rob Vasquez, the playwright and actor. Does some filmmaking too. Yeah, the filmmaker is like, isn't that the highest honor? I don't know, maybe the playwright. You know, the filmmaker's gonna be jealous of the playwright because they're like, they've got literature under their belt. You know, it's at least a book of plays. Butler, yeah. I used to take Butler down that way to get my film education from Rob. Watching Bergman and Scorsese. green lighted. All right, the project's been green lighted. We're good to go. Just making sure. You like REO Speedwagon? Hey, you're a little late on that one. You had a talking role for a minute, dog. Could have got your SAG card. Oh well, maybe next time. Well, we still heard your bark. And I don't believe it. It's a hard song, man. REO Speedwagon. I gotta find out the lead singer of that dude. It's a good old band. I was the Smiths fan, but now I'm getting into REO Speedwagon big time. American style, 1980s. Look at that thing right there. I got the reservoir. I heard it from a boy. I heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another. You've been messing around. You're out late every weekend. It's very difficult to do. The little Kubrick voice comes out. Sorry, very difficult to do. I'll wait for a minute. Just give me a moment. I was bit by a spider not that long ago. Look at this. Halloween's tomorrow. Would you go down that road, kids? Would you go into that yard to get some candy? The neighbors are competing. He's got a wheelbarrow. He's got a, it's like Clash of the Titans right there. That's great. They just got on a show. Hey, in like 10 years from now, let's get 50,000 views. What are they gonna do then? We got beat by our neighbors in the Halloween contest, man. I don't know who I'd give it to on those two. The wheelbarrow, probably, full of skeletons. It's great. I heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another. You've been messing around. They say you got a boyfriend. You're out late every weekend. They're talking about you and it's bringing me down. Well, I know the neighborhood, and talk is cheaper when the story's good. The tales grow taller on down the line. Forgot one.